Alright, we outside. How are you guys doing today? So for today, we're going to be painting on this 12x16 canvas. I want to do a city tutorial and show you guys what I know, and maybe you can learn from it. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like this. But without further ado, let's hop right into the video, baby. Okay, so here we are. We're going to be using a palette knife. You could also use a paint scraper, but I prefer a palette knife just because it's flexible and it bends more. And then for the moon, we're going to be using this right here. Just slap it there. And then if you want to add a little more detail, just use the top of a spray paint cap, just like that. And you're also going to be wanting a bag for our main moon. We're just going to simply spray a little bit of purple here, a little bit of pink. The colors are totally up to you also. I do want to say that. And then on one side, spray like half of it white. And then on the other side, spray it black. So it kind of gets that texture and that fade. A little bit more white down here. See, just like that. Then this is where we use our clear coat. We go over to re-wet the paint. Make sure it goes good on the first swipe. Take our bag, crunch it up a little bit, and we simply just place our hand there, go like this with our 4 fingers, and just swipe it back and forth, just like that. Then we take it off, bada bing, bada boom, just like that. And now all we gotta do is get wherever you wanna place it. A little bit of white there, go to the top, and just fade it in with a little bit of black, just so we can get the extra shading. Then you simply just want to plop it down just like that. You don't need to use these, but I'm going to. You just place them wherever you want. Find a good spot for them. I apologize about the dogs barking over there. They really do get on my nerves. But all we're going to be doing here is, I want them black, so I'm just going to spray a little bit of black there, apply it, spray a little bit of black up here, and then slap them on in right there. And for the main part of our city, all we're going to do is mix our purple and pink together. A little bit of purple here. There's no correct order or way to do this. All you got to do is just mix up all your colors. One thing that I do also want to note is don't get too close when you're doing your spray paint, because it's going to come out all splotchy and it'll be like running, and we don't want that. So we have our fully blacked out canvas. Now you want to simply take your palette knife or your paint scraper, whichever it may be, get our clear coat, slap our clear coat on the bottom here, piece of my hair off there, just like this. Just apply your clear coat, take your palette knife, and up, down, just like that. Or you could even make them bigger. Big swoosh like this, big swoosh like this. You can even go like this. Or one of my personal favorite ways of doing it is making a big square like this, going right here, and then going down a little bit. And then just keep doing that all the way down, connecting it. If you have a bigger paint scraper, it could work out pretty well also. For example. And also, for example, if you have one of these, you could also hold on to your canvas and use it. Mine has a lot of paint on it, so it's not going to come out the way I want it to. I probably should have cleaned it out before I used it, but you get the idea. So you're here, have a couple going down, And if it does turn to end out like this a little bit, you could always just reapply your clear coat and things will be fixed like that. See, bada bing, bada boom. Now, one of my personal favorite things is making these alien type cities. So this is the halfway point. So about like right here, I like to go up and make our cities look more futuristic and like sharp. It's really easy too. It's kind of like you're just squiggling. A kid could do this. It's very simple. Apply our clear coat here. Simple enough, just like this. Just like that. Very simple. Let's get a little bit taller buildings over here. See that? You could just slice it down like this. There's lots of unique ways and things you could do for a building. Back and forth here. You can make a little U. Bring her all the way down. There's many different things that you could do. Then if you want, you could take your palette knife, paint scraper, and make lines going up. Simple enough, just like that. Nothing too crazy. But these are two different styles of cities. These are more sharp. These are normal, what you would see. And what else you're going to want to do is spray the bottom of this black. And then slowly go up. Simple enough, just like that. Now you take your paint scraper again. There's different ways of doing this too. I prefer small little buildings. So apply your clear coat. And these buildings are just going to be a little bit smaller. So like this. Here. And you could just simply drag them. You could bring them up a little bit, bring them back down. Drag. You get the idea. You're here, just like that. And they come out just like that. If you want, you could do 3 levels, which I'll do right now. For the bottom level, you want it a little bit smaller. But actually, here, one other thing that I like to do is when you do 2 levels of your cities, I like to take the very corner of my palette knife and I like to drag it along right here and make like a little line or a base, kind of something like that. And if you get more comfortable with that, you could use this side of the palette knife and watch what I do here. Once you have your line down, you could simply go here just like this. And then ride all the way across. And then you could go down to this level and simply ride all the way across. See that? And then, whoops. Take your black, get those edges, slowly fade into the bottom. And now we have our cities placed. One thing that I like to do, you don't need to do this, but I do. I also like to take our white and take our big paint scraper and kind of go right here and make lines across our painting. So if I were to put it right here, you don't want to spray on the canvas, you kind of want to spray like right here on the paint scraper. So if you watch me do it really quick. See how we kind of get that fade going? It'll be like a little foggy looking texture. One other thing that you could do is get a couple white lines going up. You don't need to, but if you really want to, you can. So kind of like a line here, a line here. And it's kind of an example. So if your cities didn't pop too much of the color that you wanted them to, you could always add a couple of these white lines through it to kind of make it look like it's lit up. Then one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of our purple and spray it in our corners, just like that. Not too close, you kind of want to get far when you do this, just so you can get that extra mixture of color. And I'm going to get our pink up there too, just to get these colors mixed in like that. Just like that. Now you're going to want to take your white spray paint, simply spray it onto your finger, flick it 2 times to the side so you get that big lumps off, and then simply just flick it on there. Flick it twice to the side, and flick it on there. Flick it twice to the side, and then flick it on there. And now let's reveal our moons. There's one, there's another, and there's another. One thing you could do though is if you didn't take those off yet like I did, this is just a demo, but you do got to be careful when you do this. You could take your white and kind of spray around them like this and then take them off so they look like that. Very little details matter so much. Here's how our painting turned out to look. Not too bad. But one thing I do want to point out right here is the alien cities are more close together and spike up like spikes. And then right here with our normal cities, there's like a little couple centimeter gap right there. And the moon, simple enough. Also, I'm very impatient. I just want to get this done and over with. But that's a ring around our moon. You don't really want that. So you should recommend to let your paint dry and then put it on. So, just wanted to throw that out there. Alright, thanks for sticking around for those who did. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like this one. But we inside now. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever it may be. I will see you on the next video. Smooches.